Before I start this review, I would like to say that this caused a lot of issues with Warner Brothers and DC with copyright claims up the ass. I will be showing gameplay footage and I will be including images and small clips from the movie. If you would be so kind as to share and like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content on reviews and opinions on movies, comics, TV shows, and video games, that will be greatly appreciated. With that out of the way, on to the review. Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. 2016's gem of a movie. Reviews were split, fan bases were split, but one thing is certain. Zack Snyder is God. We open up to the Waynes leaving the movies, and as usual, the parents get axed. However, there's something different about this scene compared to other Batman movies. We hear Thomas breathe out, Martha. Must be important for later or something. We are sent to the present and we catch Old Man Bruce driving through the destruction porn that is Man of Steel. He gives this call to his employee, which, what the fuck? Why is everyone still in the building? Is there no protocol to leave a building during a 9/11 level of mass destruction? Or, common sense? I'm quitting that day. Do you need your boss to tell you to get out of the building when the city's being destroyed? Nah, I'm just gonna sit here till the aliens crash in the building I'm in, instead of having my dumbass leave with the other employees, you tool. Bruce saves one of his employees and a little girl. This is really giving me animated series vibes. Batman must be a true hero. That's Jimmy Olsen, by the way. Superman's pal. He's with Lois Lane in Africa and they get kidnapped by terrorists. KGB's for you comic guys. He finds Jimmy's obviously placed tracking device and Superman does not show up. Huh. That's weird. Lois is taken inside and there's Horny Man. Outside, KG Beast had the old bamboozle on the terrorist. I guess Superman doesn't care about those people. Must be important for later or something. Lois is at gunpoint, and Superman can just use his super speed to catch the gun and take the terrorist away. Because he's faster than a speeding. Oh my god. Is that you, Homelander? So Snyder told a Reddit user that the slamming of a human being through 3 walls of concrete didn't kill the terrorist. Bullshit. But that he was not a problem. What does that mean? Is he in a vegetative state? Is he paralyzed? What was the point of showing this to Superman when he is faster than a speeding bullet? Only to be dark and edgy for the sake of it? Especially when you had immense pain in killing Zod, because there was nothing you could do. Bullshit. And this is a human.
Soka.
Superman is being framed for killing the terrorist, but shouldn't the bodies have bullet wounds and burn marks? I don't know, but Superman doesn't seem to care. We head over to a clean Gotham City, and oh shit, it's Batman. And he brands people? So what, is the Joker walking around Gotham with a bat brand? That's probably why he tattooed damage on his forehead. Detective Lois finds a bullet in her book and proceeds to have bathtub sex with Clark. Oh boy, the man of the hour. Lex Luthor Jr. Very clear that he is the son of the previous Lex Luthor. Lex wants funding for weaponizing kryptonite if Superman were to be a threat. Man of Steel. Lex gets access to Zod's ship and body with the worst product placement ever from a senator who shouldn't have access to something that important and hand away clearance like candy. Why the fuck would you meticulously cut the fingerprints when you can just cut off the hand? Must be important for later or something. Professor X is angry at Statue Superman, so he climbs up and gives it a paint job. How did he have time to write false god? Did the cops really just kept yelling, stop, stop, until he was done? And they asked for backup? He's a paraplegic. What's he gonna do? Neo his way? And why does Superman have a statue anyway? People clearly hate Superman at this point of his career, no thanks to him. The memorial was for those that died in Metropolis and Man of Steel, and you erect a statue of the alien that was a big reason for that destruction? Sure, why not? Clark is sent to Gotham to write about football, but football is whack. Batman's cool. Bad journalism, Clark, if this is the first time you're hearing about Batman when he's existed for 20 years. Just saying. Amelia Earhart uses her bullet theory to clear Superman's name. I don't know, but Clark doesn't care either. Senator Elastigirl goes to Zuckerberg to shut down his kryptonite facade against Homelander. She says this gem.
You can call me whatever you like. Take a bucket of piss and call it Granny's peach tea.
Must be important for later or something. Bruce gives flowers to his man-bat mother, but it's all a dream. Discount Daredevil gets sent to Zuckerberg's party about Facebook. And way to piss off your fans by having Jared Leto's Joker killing Dick Grayson. Snyder's retcon, not mine. Honestly, he would have been like this murdering piece of shit.
Fuck Batman.
In the added footage, I had Batman's ass, which represents my thoughts on Warner Brothers cutting my movie.
Who's that?
Seriously, Clark is the worst journalist ever. You can't even recognize billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, you dumbass. It's like saying you're a basketball fan and you don't even know who LeBron James is. Bruce is going down to hack into Facebook and is caught by Asian Mercy. Which, why? Even if he says he's looking for the bathroom, it should be suspicious for anybody to be going through important data. Not to mention, you didn't even escort him out of the room. Not to mention, the fact that the wires that hacks into your data is hanging outside of the wall in an unlocked room. Lex really wants to show how philosophical he is, but these people clap anyway, so fuck it. Bruce and Clark finally talk to each other at the 50-minute mark. Bruce tells Clark that Superman could destroy the world if he wanted to, but Clark doesn't share his opinion. Bruce goes back down for the flash drive, but it's stolen by Cassell. Superman gets this god figure distance to weak humans, hero, quote-unquote, montage. This scene had to be added in for something that's important for later. Clark asks his mom why his dad never left Smallville. He did. Professor X gets a bail and a new chair from Zuckerberg. Must be important for later or something. Detective Lois goes into the men's bathroom and talks to Martian Manhunter, Retcon, about her bullet, but he does not care. This news reporter says that Superman is clearly American because of the red, blue, and 1/3 of USA on his chest. That fits the bill for Russia as well, Einstein. Bruce stalks Cassell and wants his flash drive back, but she already gave it back. While Coach Wayback waits for his hack into Facebook, we cut to this desert, or... oh shit. The Omega symbol? Darkseid? Batman goes all Punisher. Parademons? We'll come back to that. Superman. It's clear Snyder wanted to build to Injustice Superman of all things. After being gutted, Bruce wakes up and what the fuck? Flash? We'll come back to this. And Bruce wakes up again. So was the Flash sequence even real? Was the nightmare sequence supposed to mean something? I guess we gotta wait for the DLC to come out. This was the 5th dream sequence, giving me vibes of Jaws 4. So Bruce reveals to Scar that the ship has some of that kryptonite, and what the fuck? Bruce sounds like a total psychopath talking about killing Superman. Yes, Superman has done catastrophic destruction to Metropolis, but he has done some good, and your dumbass is not off the hook either with killing people. Speaking of which, holy contradictory bullshit, Batman.
Holy switcheroo, I should have known.
I'm not letting Batman overtly kill people. You're right, Snyder. He's murdering people. Flipping cars, throwing cars on cars, shooting cars until they explode. And all this for what? A fucking rock? There's no way both of these guys got out of the way from a falling Batmobile. It turns out they fucking did, so yeah. Lo and behold, Superman shows up. So I guess Superman just let those guys go, huh? Superman should just take him in for murder.
Tell me. Do you bleed?
I like that look from Superman, like, what the fuck? I call this mercy and you're asking if I bleed on some dumb shit. Convenient that Batman didn't knock off the tracker. Hang on. You put a tracker on before the chase, meaning you would have waited for the truck to reach LexCorp, then steal the kryptonite. Why would you put a tracker and then attack the cargo? It would make sense to go after the cargo, then if you fail, put the tracker. Or better yet, place the tracker and wait for it to get to LexCorp, then steal the cargo. What's going on here? I thought Batman was one of the smartest people in DC. So the world is asking Superman to meet up and talk about his supposed murder of people in Africa. He goes to his mother about this and she says he doesn't owe the people anything. So the bad advice from Parents theme is continuing from Man of Steel. Maybe those kids could have died when the bus was in the water. You don't need to be a hero and accept the responsibilities of your actions. The people that Batman brands gets killed in prison, so yeah, more death on Batman's hands. I know Lex was controlling this so that it could get Superman's attention about Batman, so yeah, Lex did something smart by using Batman's stupid fetish against him. We never even learned why he did them. All Bruce says is that we're criminals to Alfred, and it's dropped.
そうか。
So I never mentioned it, but this lady was created entirely for the extra cut. She was lying to Congress about Superman being a killer, and she goes to Elastigirl to tell the truth. At the same time, Lois learns from Martian Manhunter that the bullet was from LexCorp. So I ask, with this being edited into the movie, why the fuck is the hearing still going on? The CIA was aware of the situation due to the idiocy of Jimmy Olsen. Why is the hearing even a question? There are too many witnesses for the whole world to be this dumb. Elastigirl knows, before the hearing, that the terrorist attack was a setup. Lex is being suspicious, but she continues the hearing anyway. Superman arrives at Congress, Elastigirl gets her P-jar, great callback, Zach, and Professor X's chair blows up. Elastigirl, you fucking idiot. You knew what happened, you saw all the red flags for the setup, and no one could smell a jar of dehydrated piss in a room? You don't need super smell from Superman to tell that. Any sane person would scream if anything like poison is near them. I guess the P-jar was important after all. Well done, Snyder. But Lex, why would you leave Mercy in the court? She seemed very loyal to you, and you sacrifice her anyway?
そうか。
And my god, Superman really hurts my soul. We know later that the bomb was lined with lead so you cannot see it. But you don't put out the fire, you don't talk about what happened, the people are actually afraid of you, and you just fly away like a coward. Batman steals the kryptonite from Lex, which makes the chase scene pointless. Superman doesn't believe that he's even Superman. I agree. Saying that the symbol on his chest meant hope on Krypton but doesn't mean shit on Earth is utter bullshit, but more on that later. Lex uses Zod's fingerprints to access the Kryptonian ship. Must be important for later or something. Discount Daredevil is going through a training montage and creates a spearhead out of kryptonite. And what a surprise, we find out that Gazelle is actually the Wonderful Woman. How does the AI allow Lex to create life from his blood in Zod's body? I guess it's not important. The Witcher goes to the mountains into exile. This looks like a wig. Lois Lane has shown to be a better detective than the world's greatest detective. She finds out that Professor X's chair bomb was all Lex. Why would you use the same metal for the bullets and the chair, Lex? You're just asking to be caught at this point. Good thing everybody, including Batman, is stupid in this universe. How is Jonathan lifting and placing rocks? Is he a ghost? Is he a memory? It's really giving me Han Solo vibes from Episode 9. By the way, the same writer wrote this movie and Episode 9, which explains some things, but I'll cover that another day. Judge Barbara gets captured, and Batman gets ready for his fight against Superman. He lights his own Batlight, which, why? Why is the Batlight on top of an abandoned building and not the GCPD? Does Commissioner Gordon approve? Does he approve of Batman killing people? Maybe he just wants more pictures of Spider-Man. Lois gets captured by KG Beast, Lex pushes her off the building, and here comes Horny Man from wherever the hell he was. Superman confronts Lex, and Lex gives him a philosophy lesson. He kinda acts like my philosophy professor low-key. Lex says that he's doing this because of Daddy's abuse, which is very stupid, but consistent. He wants what the fans were looking for in the title, and in order to convince him, he shows photos of his mother tied up. And good God, I am not far off on that Homelander comment. Superman tells Lois that he has to get Batman to help him, otherwise he'll kill him.
No one stays good in this world.
I will come back to this. Superman did not have to listen to Lex. He's got X-ray vision and super hearing. He could find his mother. The room has a glass wall, so he wouldn't have to worry about lead blocking his vision. And the guards? He's faster than a speeding bullet. Well, I guess the fight just has to happen. Woo. The email about the Justice League? Why is it written like a text message? You could write it all at once. Someone at LexCorp actually had the time to give logos for them. Superman meets up with Batman and he can't say his issues fast enough. This is the 2-hour mark, by the way. You could have just pinned him down and stopped the fight. Isn't your mother in danger? You do all this shit to an old human that could have died. Alright, because I'm Batman. Superman breathes in kryptonite gas. Shouldn't that be killing him? All that excess air should be poisoning his lungs. This gives Batman the edge until Superman's immune system kicks in. You know he's human. Why are you throwing him around like Zod? Isn't your mother in danger? Batman's taking his sweet-ass time trying to get this canister in the gun, and Superman's just chilling. He charges at Batman and takes another helping of kryptonite gas. You're faster than a speeding bullet, you donkey. This should just kill him at this point. 2 helpings of kryptonite gas in the lungs apparently knocks him out. Batman throws Superman down a few stories, flings him around a bit, and pulls out the kryptonite. And we get one of the most infamous lines in film history.
You're letting him kill Martha. Find him. Save Martha.
When I first saw this scene, I thought, why did you say that name? Who refers to their mother by their first name? How did you know this would mean anything to Bruce? How does Batman not know about Martha Kent if he knows Superman's identity? Are you telling me that Superman is a better detective than the world's greatest detective as well? Lois shows up and says that Martha is Superman's mother's name. And what the fuck? Batman throws the spear and becomes friends with Superman. I understand the point of this scene. Really, I do. This was to show that while Superman is an alien with an unfathomable amount of power that can be detrimental to Earth, killing him, just like how Joe Chill did to Bruce's parents, to his mother Martha, would turn him into the monster that he, unfortunately, already is. Now, 2 questions. 1. What if his mother's name was Deborah? Or Stacy? Or...
On Brianna fucking Toth.
Does that stop you from stabbing the shit out of him while stroking your back cock, you demented psychopath? And 2. Why is Batman so easily swayed to Superman and he's now his best friend? Earlier we saw Flash telling Bruce that he was always right about Superman and that Lois was the key. But throughout this movie, Bruce has hated Superman, thinking that he was a threat to the planet, and was so bloodthirsty into killing him. Now all that's down the drain because his mother has the same name as your mother? I can't believe someone briefly read the history of Batman and Superman, and found such an egregious link, and made that a plot point. Oh wait, Chris Terrio was the writer. Even Leia stopping Kyler from killing Rey was similar as well. What are the odds? Speaking of odds, what happened to the 1% chance if he's evil? I guess we'll never know. This whole time Lex was in a ship creating a little science experiment. Must be important for later or something. Everybody in Gotham and Metropolis is experiencing electrical issues, and Superman can't go and save his mother and stop Lex at the same time. So what does he do? Well, he gets his 2-minute-old pal Batman to go save her. Why would you trust Batman with your mother? This man literally was about to stab the shit out of you, and the only reason he didn't was because of your mother's name. Anyways, we see Batman, after the previous scene of realizing someone with a mother or a family can be saved. He proceeds to gun down these guys with his Batwing. These goons probably had families. They were only hired by Lex. It was literally the last scene. And we get this scene in the warehouse. I'm not gonna lie, this was a cool scene. But it's also dumb after the previous scene. Consistent. Batman's throwing a crate, throwing a guy onto a guy with a grenade when he could have just Kobe'd that shit in the hole he made. Rest in peace, Kobe. He gets shot in the back of his head, point blank twice, and it did nothing.
Soka.
And somehow, he had enough time to shoot the tank from KG Beast, run across the room, and save Martha from the explosion directly next to him. Why did KG Beast wait all this time for Batman to go against his crew, then wait for him to show up in the room before attempting to kill Martha? You didn't exactly have an issue doing it before, let alone in public. There were orders earlier saying to kill her if anyone came to rescue her. Also a blowtorch? You were going to burn her alive? Why? Was it because the photo showed Martha gagged with witch on her forehead and Lex just loves the symbolism? Honestly, that explains it. Lex is basically Zack Snyder at this point. Batman tells Martha that he's a friend of Superman. You were his friend for 10 minutes and it was because of her name, but whatever, she believes him anyway. This movie should be over, but we find out that Lex doesn't want the movie to be over, so he creates Doomsday, or the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. So, Doomsday was created with Zod's dead Kryptonian body from 18 months ago, and Lex's fresh human blood in a pool of Kryptonian juice that can create life. I'm gonna hold off on Lex for just a little more. Obviously, Lex can't control Doomsday, another supposed smart guy in DC, and Superman fights Doomsday. Superman takes it into space and the military nukes them. Doomsday lands on Stryker's Island, which is inhabited, and realizing Doomsday is made of Kryptonian DNA, Batman decides to bring it back to Gotham, which is filled with people. Again, Batman's stupidity is bonkers. Consistent. Luckily, he's saved by Wonder Woman and Superman. Lois drops the spear into the water, but she has to get it out of the water. Even Wonder Woman asks why Batman would bring Doomsday to the city, and even if the port is empty, do you trust that Doomsday will be contained in a parking lot and risk the city of innocent people or an empty Stryker's Island? Did the script forget to give you a brain?
I believe you.
And here we have DC's banter with the Holy Trinity. Batman, you knew Wonder Woman before. You stalked her and sent her an email 30 minutes ago. Wonder Woman and Superman go head up on Doomsday and Batman's chillin'. Zack, you go full balls in the destruction porn in Man of Steel with Zod to the point in how anyone survived is beyond me. But with Doomsday, you go half balls by containing the fight in a parking lot? Weak. Then Superman hears Lois banging in the collapsed tower. The movie really picks and chooses when Superman has super hearing, huh? He can hear Lois when she's trapped. He can hear her in danger in Africa. He can hear her falling off LexCorp when he's at the fucking North Pole. But he couldn't hear the terrorists being shot down outside? Or his mother in danger? Or the bomb in Congress? If it's remote control, fine, whatever. But if it's not, then that raises even more questions. Then again, his super hearing works in favor of Lois because he's horny man. Superman says that this is his world, Lois is his world, because Robin Hood said that earlier, and he goes to stab Doomsday with the Kryptonite Spear. The music is really good here, props to Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. And then, I remember going to the theater and a person in front of me was telling someone, was that the death of Superman? In the second movie? That's honestly a perfect way of what I thought at the time. Superman, the superhero that's been around for 80 plus years, one of the greatest fictional characters of all time, that I've been a fan of since I was 5, died, and I did not give a rat's ass. I didn't care in either the theatrical or ultimate cut. We live in a society where the death of Yondu the space pirate is sadder than Superman, and to be honest, the death of Hodor the simple giant was heartbreaking compared to Superman.
How about another joke, Murray?
The Daily Planet does not have the decency to spell mourning properly on the front page. J. Jonah Jameson would never. Lex gets a Skype call from Steppenwolf about mother boxes. Must be important for later or something. Lex goes to jail, gets his head shaved. Everybody's all sad that Superman died. Lois learns Clark was about to propose, which makes people sad. Batman tries to brand Lex while Lex talks about Darkseid, which makes me sad. And Bruce tells Diana that men are still good, and he feels bad about killing those people, which makes it okay now all of a sudden. And he suggests to create the Justice League, and the dirt rises from Superman's coffin, and that's the movie. I wish this would have happened at the end. And that's part 1. I apologize for breaking this up into 2 halves. I have a lot to say about this particular movie, but because of college I wasn't able to get my full thoughts out in the one video, so hopefully you understand. The second part of this review will be coming by the end of the month, so be on the lookout for that. And once again, if you like reviews and opinions on movies, comics, TV shows, and video games, you can support my channel by clicking the like button and subscribe to my channel for more of that content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.